Hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and today the form of the Wizard of Metal is that of Polkadot Cadaver's A Wolf in Jesus Skin, which, yes, is an odd title for a song, but I think I found a way to make it work. Pardon me. Oh, and thank you to everyone who's voting and continuing to find interest in this. I very much enjoy doing this. But let's now actually get on to the I can't talk today. Let's get on to the subject matter at hand. So, the very first thing that I thought of when I was constructing a build for this is a wolf in Jesus' skin. That's obviously derivative of a wolf in sheep's clothing. So, I put together a run where you more or less look like a normal guy, so rule robe. But you can see there's a little bit of an underlying darkness, because he's got the red eyes and, you know, the malicious intent, as you can tell by how clearly he stands there just staring. I don't know about that, but I also decided that this would be a good time to just go straight up Chaos Arcana build. So we're going with the Scythe, the Teleport, the Beam, and the Finale. And, on top of that, we've got the Insignia of Legend to make this even more interesting. The whole idea is we're just going straight Chaos. Why? Because it's essentially darkness, and that's what I want to go with. Okay, so I screwed that up royally. I thought for sure I would have enough time to get my absolute finale off, and no. No, not at all. Also, I noticed that it has the dark effect when you hit with the charged scythe, making it. Oh, this is gonna be one of these runs. Okay. So, Polkadot Cadaver is a very interesting name for a band, and at the time I wasn't entirely sure what to think of that. As it turns out, I don't know if there's necessarily a meaning behind the band name aside from the lol random humor value. But I was able to discern. Oh, you're gonna give me that as my man. I might just do it anyway, just because, but yeah, it's not great. Okay, I wasn't sure if I was going to pick that up or not, but I guess the game made the decision for me. And yeah, I could just ignore it, but I kind of like the idea of having a bounty boy. And problem is, I don't think there's anything here that I can really make good use of. Like, does Captain's Ring count all of the Chaos Arcana as different Arcana? Or different Arcana types? I don't think it does. So, I don't know. I don't think there's anything there that's really going to work out for me. I know a lot of people have already said that they don't like the Chaos buff Arcana, which I get it, it's a little awkward. I mean, there's a part of me that still wants to try it, but I'm not sure this is the run for it. Alright, so let me go ahead and pull up the information that I found, because I do take notes on this stuff. Here we go. So, the band Polkadot Cadaver themselves, they are described as Yep, as far as their genre, they are described as being avant garde metal, experimental rock, or alternative metal. And you can definitely hear that in their songs, like especially like just off of the album Purgatory Dance Party, you can very clearly hear that in songs like Chloroform Girl or Soul Survivor, where the music itself is really slow, but when you listen to the lyrics, it's like, guys, that's kind of scary. So in their case, the idea of metal isn't necessarily in the guitar work or anything like that. It's more so in the idea of the thought process. Alright, kind of got beat up on that floor, but, you know, you take the good, you take the bad, you just roll with it. I'm gonna grab this, but I'm not sure how much good it's actually gonna do me. Also, I'm noticing that I've taken more damage than I thought I did. Like, is there something that's costing me health to cast? Oh wait, no, I purchased the robe upgrade. Never mind, I'm a dummy. Thank you, Absolute Finale. Oh, it's so much better now that it pierces. So, Polkadot Cadaver. They originated from Rockville, Maryland here in the US, and they were formed shortly after the breakup of a very similar band called Dog Fashion Disco. And that was around 2007, so any of you out there who actually know anything about Dog Fashion Disco, please let me know. I'm very curious. Oh, we're gonna take that, just because, you can always use more gold. So, their first album was called Purgatory Dance Party, as I've already mentioned, and it was originally released via internet's pre-sales around the November 17th time, with the actual physical album street date being for November 27th. Now, I keep bringing up Purgatory Dance Party because it's the album of theirs that I'm the most familiar with. But they do have 3 other albums, and the albums are entitled, and they're, again, it's talking like some dark turns. This band is not necessarily shying away from darker subject. But the names of the albums are Last Call in Jonestown and Sex Offender. And their 4th album is called Get Possessed, which, if I'm not mistaken, was released in 2017. But I have 3 of those 4 albums, and whereas I like them all, I keep coming back to Purgatory Dance Party for songs like Wolf in Jesus Skin, and Soul Survivor. One of those, of course, being the subject of today's video. Now, just a little bit. Now, the little further history on Polkadot Cadaver. So there's an awful lot about them. Oh, they also have a Christmas EP that was released in early September 2013, titled From Bethlehem to Oblivion, which I kind of want to check that out. They also did a supporting tour with the band Psycho Stick called Our Tour Can Beat Up Your Tour, which I think is great. And they've been through an awful lot of lineup changes, but a lot of them have been very minor. Like, it didn't necessarily result in... It didn't necessarily result in a whole nother band being formed, like with Battle Beast and Beast in Black. So I'm assuming it just kind of came down to the usual personal differences. Or perhaps health reasons. It didn't exactly go into any detail on that. Ow. That was just awful. Yeah, you guys deserve that. Trust me when I say that there are some creatures in this world that simply deserve oblivion. So, there is a decent amount to look up on Polkadot Cadaver, but I think the most interesting things are... What is that, Market Discord? Yeah, I'll take that. Obviously, what's allowing me to purchase Chaos Arcana is the... Hold on, I want to switch those places. There we go. Beautiful. I love it. Is that the Hunter Stiletto? Oh, baby. Now I just need to find the Noxious Dapper Cap, and we've got ourselves a combo. There we go. Alright. Not a bad fight. I mean, I'll take it, but there's a good chance I'm not going to use it. Okay, well, maybe against the twins, but we'll see what I find at that point. Maybe by then I will have found an even better chaos spell to use. Alright, so the information on Polkadot Cadaver is out there if you want to look it up, but now what about the actual song that I wanted to talk about, A Wolf in Jesus Skin? So this is a song that in classic Polkadot Cadaver fashion, whatever that actually is. I can clear the entire room with one spell, I love it. It's a song that sounds kind of poppy and upbeat, but then you actually get to the lyrics, and the lyrics are something else. Like, the lyrics sound downright apocalyptic, and it wouldn't be a Wizard of Metal video if I didn't get into that. So, as per usual, I'm going to be speaking the lyrics pretty decidedly deadpan, because I want you to be able to interpret your own meaning from the lyrics. Just keep in mind that they are a little bit dark, and another thing that's kind of unfortunate about the research that I did into the song is that I wasn't able to... Oh, there's Astral Dissonance. I don't know how I feel about keeping that one around. I mean, I might, just because it behaves a little differently, but ultimately I think I would rather wait and see what sort of relics are available. So, let's go ahead and pull up the lyrics now, and we will go over them. Also, sorry if it seemed like there was a little bit light on information about Polkadot Cadaver. It's not that there's nothing to it. It's that there's a lot to it, and it's one of those things where I kind of prefer if you went to look it up yourself, because most of it is about, chart placements and, things that don't really have to do with the history of the band, but more so have to do with the... But they more so have to do with, like, how well the band has performed in different tours that they've been on. Which, whereas all of that has a place and it's worth talking about, I'm not sure if this is necessarily the place for that. Like, I personally would more so focus on the, actual... Something is wrong here. Okay, I'm actually having a strange amount of difficulty looking up the lyrics to this song. Kind of wondering if that's for a reason. Okay, I'm curious about something. So I've been having internet problems, so let's see what happens if I do this. Yep, that did the job. Which means that either my modem or my router is acting stupid again. Or it could be my ISP. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Just suffice it to say I am upset. Alright, here we go. I think I finally found a way to do the lyrics. So sorry for sitting still for that long, but I'm also noticing that I'm having internet problems. Alright, so I can actually kind of read the lyrics while I'm playing here, I just need to remember to. Alright, so here we go. The first few lines are, "Do you remember on the day we took you down off of the cross and shot your ashes into space? "Oh, what a waste of time to believe you would ever come back to life." So it starts off having this very like, yeah, you're wasting your time. No one's ever going to believe this. Which, of course, as we know, history definitely panned that out to be different. The game is definitely getting a kick out of just dropping random things for me. Give me that. Give me that. Alright. But already you can kind of sense where the song is going just with that. Second part. The resurrections were all faked, as the earth trembled and quaked, and all the stars fell from the sky as all the pagans began to smile and sigh. Now I thought that last part was smile and sing, but again, I'm definitely open to being wrong, but so there's no actual official interpretation of what the song is supposed to mean. So definitely draw your own interpretation from this, but this is very obviously, to me anyway, a song about the resurrections and how they didn't necessarily mean anything. Like, again, we're talking like tricky stuff here. It's nothing that's meant to be super easy. I don't want any of those. I'm not the biggest fan of Firstborn's Gauntlet, but hey, there it is. Oh, Family Seal is the previous level. Okay. Alright, so, and then the chorus is, "You remind me of a wolf in Jesus' skin. I think it's safe to say the drugs are kicking in. As you begin to howl under the Baltimore moon, as you begin to shapeshift into a Christ-like cartoon." The lyrics are very interesting, very dark. And I'm generally all for that. I have no issue with the lyrics being a little bit darker and a little bit, I mean, as one person put it as I was looking at the lyrics, kind of apocalyptic. And you would have to be crazy to think that I wouldn't be into that in some fashion. I think a lot of this also hinges on whether or not you take offense to having your beliefs questioned. Because this is very clearly a song that's not too shy about the idea that they feel as though the resurrection of Christ was not a real thing. Well, that threw me off. Alright, next part of the song. "Come sink your teeth deep inside this wet and elegant bride, give her the time of her life, then turn and leave her to die. The devil is so in vogue," and it repeats that "devil is so in vogue" line 4 times. And yeah, you could also interpret the lyrics as being like unnecessarily like edgelordy and dark just for the sake of being dark. And which, you know, may very well be the case. I mean, like I said, name of the band is Polkadot Cadaver. They're definitely not, like, they're both taking themselves seriously and not taking themselves seriously, if that makes any sense. Alright, next part of the lyrics. Well, I remember when all the idiots and whores, they stood tall like matadors, on the eve of the conviction in a gruesome crucifixion. So, in other words, they're saying, yeah, they were all here doing this, but it seems kind of stupid to me. Alright, so we obviously want the adorable mimic. I'm going to wait until the end to see if there's anything else worth adding to the mimic's snack pile. Well, actually, as it turns out, there's a lot of things that we can add to the mimic's snack pile. I'm not going to add all of those, of course, but you would have to be silly to think that I wouldn't want to add something. Oh, I love Absolute Finale. Even with its super long cooldown time, that spell is still good. Well, I'm definitely gonna want that. See, that basically makes it so that my super sight here now winds up almost instantaneously, and I love it. And now that it's got that additional parts to give you a little bit more time to think afterwards, basically the part that makes it act like Gravity Onslaught, you know, with the little like chaotic energy that forms around them after the secondary swing. Okay, you need to go away now. And all of you go. Die 1,000 deaths! Which, yeah, kind of sounds intimidating when Akuma says it. When I say it, I don't know, maybe it's time to stop drinking so much caffeine. Alright, sorry, I'm getting caught off guard here. So, and through the hourglass of time, hollow futures will unwind into the ghosts that haunt the past, but it never seems to last. No, my interpretation on that part... Hollow futures will unwind. Basically, to me, it seems to be saying that all of the... Not necessarily that all of this is meaningless, but that it's kind of serving no real purpose. I don't know. It's a very interesting song to interpret. As again, this could just be seen as, you know, edgelordy shit just for the sake of being edgelord. Now, I'm not 100% sure that that's the direction it was supposed to be going, but I would be lying if I said I didn't like the song. Like, this is definitely not the song that you want to share with your, like, Christian best friend or anything, but... Let's see... That only costs 100, might as well grab it. Alright, so we're gonna drop that because I want to hold on to that. I can get rid of that, I can get rid of that. I'm holding on to that, holding on to that. And get rid of that, get rid of that, hold on to that. And I think... I'm gonna roll with Kasim's Airy Cloak. So we'll drop that as well. All of those can be sacrificed to the Mimic. There we go, plus 35%, it's great. So is it possible to look at what's in... So right now, that's... am I screwing myself by dropping the Dagger of Midas and seeing what sort of damage bonus it's giving me? I might just be screwing myself up. I am going to go ahead and grab the Phantom Squadron. Alright, so anyways, I keep getting really distracted because I both love talking about music and music in general, and I also like Wizard of Legend, and I'm kind of trying to find the best way about doing things. But anyway, next part of the song. I see you standing there, your hands running through your hair, bleeding on the countryside underneath the bright red sky. Ooh, that is... Now we're getting to the part that sounds really apocalyptic. It's warm inside your broken part. I know that I never want to leave. The sweetest sting of pains unlike anything I've ever felt before. There we go. Bouncing Blaze. I like it, but I want to stick to my all-chaos regimen. Alright, next part. Seconds before the gunshot blast ignites straight into your head. Ooh, damn. Save the last dance for your dying bride until the horsemen drag you away. And then it's the come sink your teeth inside part that ends with the devil is so in vogue 4 times. And then the end of the song is the chorus again. You remind me of a wolf in Jesus' skin. I think it's safe to say the drugs are kicking in as you begin to howl under a Baltimore moon, as you begin to shapeshift into a Christ-like cartoon. So, like I said, I wasn't able to find an official meaning behind the song or an interview with the guys at Polkadot Cadaver about what exactly the song is supposed to mean. But it's very safe to say that it's, if nothing else, it's critical of the story of Christ in general. And I'm hoping that this doesn't end up erupting into a debate about Christianity and, all of this and what it means to certain people. Like, that's not necessarily what I'm trying to get at here. Now, what I need to do with that is try casting it really up close to an enemy and see if I can hit them with multiple orbs of Absolute Finale. Now that I have all Chaos Arcana, she's just like, yeah, you know what? No. Let's take the short way back. Go away. But like I said, it's a very dark song, and one that's very critical of essentially a very beloved staple of our society. Of, at least of American society. I don't know about anyone else. I just hope that should you share this song with your friends, that they don't immediately say, yeah, you're a terrible, horrible heathen and I never want to see you again. Like, when I listened to it, I thought it was kind of funny, actually. Listening and actually, like, reading out the lyrics now, I'm realizing that this song is actually kind of death metal. And again, I have no problem with that, but I definitely understand if someone else would, so by all means, share with me your thoughts about the song in the comments, or hit me up on social media and we can have a discussion about it. Like, after reading the lyrics, I'm definitely saying it's not a song for the faint of heart. Especially when they're talking about taking the gunshot to the head. Like, is that supposed to be a reference to suicide, or... Like, I'm not even 100% sure. All I know is that it's dark. Let's grab that just in case I find something really interesting to spend money on. I don't think any of these are it, but there you go. Alright, I see another spot I can go to earn a little bit more money for the Dagger of Midas. This room a second time, essentially. And there we go. I missed. I missed really badly. As far as what I feel about Polkadot Cadaver themselves, just as a band, I don't know, I think they're really entertaining. Like, I very much like the way that they do their music, even if it is a little, for lack of a better word, unorthodox. But I like things that are unorthodox like that. Like, I've said before that things that are a little experimental, a little avant-garde, I have kind of a soft spot for them, even if they end up not being very good. Like, those of you who have any idea who Meredith Monk is, or Turtle Dreams, will understand what I mean by that. Like, so in order for something to be, you know, a decent type of, like, avant-garde or experimental, it has to mean something to someone outside of me. Now, that might not be the nicest way of putting things, but I mean, that's what I've got. Give me this. I want the balloon a second time. Get that out of here. Now, I might end up grabbing Claws of Tomo because it'll increase the critical hit chance of my basic. But I want to see what else is around first. Now, like I said, the music, their other songs are equally as dark and a little bit creepy. Like, to give you an idea, the song Soul Survivor is about someone who survives a plane crash, and they're talking about them being the only ones who lived, and the last thing that they saw is the plane came crashing down. And I'm sorry, that's some dark subject matter. The metal isn't necessarily all about instrumental work. In this case, it's about the subject matter. Like, there's a part of the lyrics in that song that actually say, what a frightening way to die. So, you know, they're pretty self-aware. Like I said, I have no issue with that, but yeah, it can be... Hey, get back there. It can definitely be something that's hard for people to swallow. I might want Mercenary's Dagger. Hey, Dark Sage, where are you going? I have no idea. And I had mentioned the song Chloroform Girl before, and yeah, I'm aware that that's a song that I probably shouldn't talk about, so I won't. And mostly because it's one of those things that, listening to it through today's, you know, very sensitive lens, like, I view it as extremely dark art that's, you know, kind of not the easiest thing in the world to talk about with people, but that's precisely because of modern sensibilities. And to be fair, I imagine it was a very taboo subject matter even when they penned the song. All I'm going to say is that if you want to experience it for yourself, I would. But also be very wary that it is a song that's, let's just say, it's difficult. It's a song that's going to be hard for some people to listen to. For Christ's sakes, the name of the song is Chloroform Girl. What do you think it's about? And just to lay a few things to rest, no, it's not about that. Alright, so let's grab the Claws of Tomo. I don't want anything there. And I will take the Mercenary's Dagger. God, I have so many damage ups. Alright, so just in case he goes with the Iron Maiden move first, let's just do that. Ooh, one cycle. That was a real one cycle. Ooh, I love it. So, Polkadot Cadaver is a band that, if you're looking for something a little bit different, definitely check them out. I'm done. They've got a very dark sound. Or no, they have a very light sound hiding some very dark subject matter. But I find that to be very fun. Alright, that's impressively strong, I must say. I get the feeling I'm gonna regret this. I figure I may as well give it a try. Win or lose, we still get to talk about Polkadot Cadaver, so in the long run, we all win. Okay, here we go. Okay, yep, that's what I expected, but I do feel as though I had a decent amount of damage to take him down if I didn't get caught by something stupid. But yeah, that's third phase Sura for you, and that was Polkadot Cadaver as a Wolf in Jesus skin. Now, I kind of feel as though the amount of information I had to share was a little underwhelming that time around, so you guys let me know what you think. I just enjoyed the fact that I got to talk about them. They're a band that I've kind of grown to really enjoy, and hey, I hope you guys enjoy them too. Give them a listen. The song is up on the Wizard of Metal tab, and I look forward to hearing what you guys think about it. So drop me a like, leave me a comment, say hi on social media, links to which will be in the description below, and we'll be choosing the next form of the Wizard of Metal very, very soon. The poll should be up by the time this video goes live, and I look forward to hearing what you guys think. So again, thank you guys very much for your contributions and for your continued support, and I will catch you guys next time. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you